All right, this is a debacle of all debacles because it's got yesterday's date on it. I wasn't really planning on doing anything. I really don't have anything planned. Why have I got an echo? Oh, I don't even have camera yet. I just got up. Let's figure this out. What's going on here? What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on? Okay, it's muted, so that should end that. Oh, it's a good thing I don't have the camera on. I haven't even done my hair yet. Camera. Let's turn on. Well, before we do that, let's turn on background. Before we turn on the camera, let's turn the camera on. And there I am. Yay, there's a show. It's just a repeat of yesterday, except it's a live repeat. Don't ask me how I'm doing that because I really do not know. Hello, Robert Michael, RM, and Wintermute drops a link. Let's go see what that link is all about by clicking on the link, and it comes up and it says, well, we're waiting. Good movie, by the way. I like it. I like that one, and I like the one that Ran Israel dropped that I can't go back and get because it redirected over to me already. So I'll just share a little bit. This is a crazy golf hat I'm thinking about buying. I don't know if I really want that blue one or not. Maybe the red one. It's kind of not crazy enough. That one's got flamingos on it. This is the original one. I'm kind of leaning toward that, but I'd like this style, but in the color blue. That's just not crazy enough. This one looks, oh, you know what? That's the one I'm going to get right there. A little pricey, but it's worth it. I'll get that order here. Oh, it dropped. Cool. I'll get that order here, and it'll be here by the end of the month, which is fine. Okay, since this is daily debacle, Davinci, or whatever it's meant to be, Greg's teaching me bad habits. No, Mrs. K is teaching me bad habits because she comes sauntering out the door at 6:30 something. I don't even know the exact time. I was so frustrated. We finally get home. Finally got to bed about a little after 7. I did set an alarm. I did want to do something today. I had something sort of kind of maybe planned. And I woke up at like 12:15. Or somewhere in the neighborhood of 12:15. Really super late. I'll show you what I was working on last night. I did come back to Zoom after I got my list done. Some of you are privileged to know I had a honeydew list. For those of you that do not know what a honeydew list is, it's when you're married or have a significant other and he or she leaves you a list of things to do while they're out doing whatever. In this case, Mrs. K was at work. So Bobby Warren said, what time is Zoom tonight? It will be at 10:30. She's working at 2 till 6 in the morning again. So tonight will be at 10:30. In fact, I will bring up Davinci and says I'll show you what I was working on. And then I'll go make some changes. And this will just be a kind of a short, quick, I had a stream. Josh, I apologize. I do not have Zoom running. I'm not going to go get Zoom running. I barely got this up and running. So first things first, let's change the nightly stream to tomorrow. Before I do that, though, I need to make sure I have it programmed in here correctly. I don't, so that's good. So we're going to change this real quick. Like, I'm going to go over to the edit page. And no one's caught it yet. I'm going to leave it there until it gets caught. I actually tried to make it more noticeable last night. So I'm going to make it really more noticeable now. And of course, now that I'm showing this, it should be extremely noticeable. Let's go with here. And let's go with there. That takes care of that. Then we'll go over to Fusion. because this was done in Fusion. We'll change the date. Tomorrow night will be Friday. So we'll get rid of the Thursday portion of that. And it will also be the 19th. And that is that. Since the time doesn't change, I don't have to do anything but come over here, kind of rerun it and make sure. I don't even have to rerun the whole thing. Friday night, 19th, time's correct. Come over here to render. Give it a catchy little title of Friday without the T, May 19th, 2023. Everything else remains the same. It's going there. It's an MP4. Add to render queue. Adds it to the queue. Subtract the last one I did so I don't have 30,000 of them up there. Render all. Rick Lake says hello. No calls from Arkansas to wake you before alarm. I actually had like 5 messages and Tony. Oh, that's hilarious. He sends me my T-5 notification right away. I love it. Thank you, Tony. I guess this means the strike is over or you crossed the picket line or something. I love humor so much. I got a message from Tony last night, said he was on strike, and now 2.5, 3 minutes into the debacle, he says T-5. That is really funny. So now I will bring over OBS, and it will do the mirroring because I'm just too lazy to go fix it. Bring up another instance, and we'll change this. This is real easy to change since I only have one thing in here. I go to Properties, I go to Browse, and this is getting a little messed up, so I'm probably going to delete a lot of stuff that I don't need, like everything up until today. And then that way I don't have a big, huge mess. I mean, as we all know, I'm not the best at organizing or keeping, except for my email. Now, I actually got Doug to do one of these numbers where he bowed his head and he shook his head. And remember that because that's important to remember. Now, I do not see 19th. You would think it'd be somewhat May 18th, May 10th. Maybe because of the word Friday. I don't know. Friday the 5th, Friday the 19th. There we go. We click open and then we hit OK. And then when it plays, it says Friday night, May 19th, 10:32. That's good. So we'll move that back out of the way. Make it full screen. Go back to my Davinci. So that's done. We're going to come down here to the home button, press the home button. I happen to know Bobby Warren was first again last night, so I don't have to do anything. Again, I don't have a picture for Bobby Warren. Wintermute says hello. No call. Robert says no calls. No, there was not. Tony Wallow does say good afternoon. Hello, Tony. So because there was no new person last night, Bobby was 2 days in a row. I may go in here and put 2-day streak. I don't know. I don't have to do anything because it's already programmed into OBS and it'll run automatically. All right, let's go over here. This is what I was working on after I got my honeydew list done. And I really felt bad because, well, let's just look at a blue screen right now. I really felt bad because I got busy doing that, and I wasn't paying any attention to the time, so I figured she was going to be standing there tapping her foot waiting on me. Oh, was I wrong. I had to wait on her. So let's go look at something real quick like this is going to be in First Projects. So I'm going to come over here and open up the browser, which naturally opens up somewhere else. I try closing these where I want it, which is right here. And it does not matter. It opens elsewhere. So it's in Davinci. It's in Finished Projects. And it's going to be in YouTube first. So is that in YouTube with the Y, YouTube? No, it's in First. It starts with an F, golfing. First Place YouTube is what I call it. So let's go see, what did I rename that to? I renamed it something catchy last night. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I was working on. It's horrible. I'll just give you the warning up front. It's probably going to open on a different screen. Oh, no. I don't think that's going out over I don't think the audio is going out over the internet. I'll replay it in case you didn't catch that. I got the dugs moving in synchronization. You can see right here, they all move in synchronization, but this also allows me to see I have to go in there and make a bunch of changes. I need to get this edge a little better. It's horrible. And this edge a little better. It's horrible. But then again, when I put this project together, this was not my intent. It's just how it ended up. So right now the movement is only for about 15 frames, I think, if I remember right. Some of you might be shaking your head and wondering, oh my gosh, look at what he's done. He's got Doug saying no, that was the intent, was for Doug to be saying no. Now, I have plans to fix that a little bit, and you can see I got a few in there, but this one will be the one for Bobby because again he was first again last night. So let's close that. I'm going to bring a browser up. It's going to be brought up over here. I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to go in here and look for sound. I believe sound bites is one word. BUTS, BYTES. No. I want sound bite that says no sound effect. It's only 2 seconds in length. No. Kind of gimmicky. No. Again, I don't know if you can hear it or not. So I'm not really liking that one too awfully much. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to find a good no soundtrack to sync up with the movement of Doug's head saying no. I don't see how I can play this. I think this is downloadable. Oh, I can get it from Amazon. That's interesting. I don't want that. So maybe I play it. Maybe I don't know. I'm doing a Doug thing. I'm not going to download it because if I can't hear it, I click there and I can hear it again. I don't know if you can hear it or not. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So later today, after I get back from golfing, I will come in here and find something I really like and add it to it. So how did I do that? Well, funny you should ask. Come back over here to the edit page. I actually, let me mute this just in case you are hearing that. We don't need to hear the audio a million times. I will tell you the original, these are all the original ones over here, and these are the replacement ones. So if I come over here, then you get everything that used to be where it was used to be. That makes a lot of sense. Everything where it used to be, where it used to be. So this is real simple. I'm going to work with this Doug right here. I'm going to move this Doug up to the top of the page so that I can, I got to move him down to the bottom of the page, I guess. Let's put him down to the very bottom of the page, and let's scroll. Let's bring this down. Yeah, I need to put him at the bottom of the page. And let's bring our playhead over, and we're working with this Doug and this Doug only. So I wanted his head to rotate back and forth, and I went into Fusion. I tried 2 or 3 different ways of trying to rotate his face. And then I thought, what if I come in here to the yaw? If I move the yaw slowly back and forth, I get the effect of him saying no. Well, that's what I want. That seriously is what I want. And then get that out of the way. off click so I don't really screw this up, because we all know what will happen if I don't. So how did I do that? Well, it was really pretty simple. What I should do is put his yaw back to the beginning. Double clicking here, and he's straight on. Hello, thought Doug wasn't sending us to your daily. Jeff, he wasn't going to, because I didn't have anything scheduled. And then he said something about, well, does Ken have something scheduled? And I jumped through hoops. Today's show is actually yesterday's title. I didn't change anything. I just went in, schedule stream, repeated it, which I need to show you guys something on that as well. And then I'm up and running real quick. No Zoom. Again, sorry, Josh, if Josh is even here. So this is real simple. Again, if I bring the yaw and just see, you can see it start to get a little, especially if I go this way. Well, he's not doing it. Earlier when I went too far, he would actually start to fade away and the mask would go away. All right, let me demonstrate how I did it. It's going to be real quick and down and dirty. He's looking forward. I'm going to move him up just a little bit. I'm going to set a keyframe at the beginning of the frame. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames. And I'm going to take the keyframe over to here. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 keyframes. And I'm going to take the keyframe all the way back over to here. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to here. And that's how I got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to here. And I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I got tired after about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. So there's that. So we're going to go back to the beginning of this. He should show up in the middle. We'll hit play. And we have Doug saying no. Cool. Now, how do I get this without going into each one of these individually and doing this? Because that'd take forever. Oh, wait. There's a cool little feature. Control C. Control V. If I put this right here, go back to the beginning now, over here, hit play. Oh, but, okay, so, took me a minute to remember this. Hit play. No, 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 no. Oh, look, because he's a little bit different now. So, then all I got to do is offset Doug number 2 just a little bit. Like that. Go back to the beginning. If I put Doug number 2 over here and hit play, then we get 2 Doug number 2s. And that's all I did. I copied and pasted and copied and pasted and copied and pasted it about 6 times, 7 times. I don't know. However many times I have Doug in there. Oops. Can't be a Davinci without at least one whoops. Or oops, or whatever you want to call it. So let's move this out of the way. Off click. Right click, paste. Another instance, bring it up here. Bring her over here. Of course, now this one I believe is on top. I don't know if it, I don't know. Let's see where he's at. Oh, he's actually over there. So now we have 3 Dougs. And if we hit play, it's an identical copy, therefore it's going to do the same thing. So later today, Josh Kinder says, I am here. Yeah, there's still no Zoom, Josh. Later today, I'll go into this original one over here, and I'll trim up the Dougs, and then I will actually make them go a little bit longer for the full 15 seconds, or at least a little longer than they are going. And I think 10 frames seems to work out a little better to me than the 5 frames. 5 frames is okay. So now, something I did was, I'm going to bring this down to here, bring this down to here, I'm going to bring this down to here, back over here. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to render this real quick like, And I'm going to render untitled moving Doug's 2. Leave everything the same. I'm going to add it to the queue. I'm going to delete, 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 and delete. Then I'm going to hit delete again. How many do I have? Okay, this should be Doug number 2. I'm going to render this real quick, but I want you to watch. I put this back to the beginning, and you can check right here in and out range, and that's supposed to change something, and it does 90% of the time, but I believe this entire in and out range is this stuff here. So can I effectively make a change to this by getting rid of all? Okay, let's not render it yet. Let's grab this stuff right here. I'm just wondering if I move this over here, go back to the beginning, go back to my render page. I haven't changed anything. Yeah, it's still rendering this out. It's not supposed to. It's only supposed to render out this, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead, unless I can reduce the range. Oh, you can't right there. I want that to stay there. Can I change the range by grabbing this? Oh, look, I can. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. The first way, I'm just going to hit render all, and I'm going to sit here and watch the line go across. And when it gets right in here, I'm going to hit stop. Again, I learn things practically every time I use this, and on my own, scarily enough. I'm going to hit stop because it's going to try to go all the way over here, and it says job canceled. So we'll go back to the, go back over here, finish project. I think this is first YouTube. Untitled Doug moving 2, which would be this one I just did. And there it is. The first half. You gotta let it catch up to the other half. Sorry about that. But I just taught myself. I just learned something. I just learned how to do something. And there we go. Now when I cancel it, it stops there. So cool beans. Now I don't really want that one in there. So I'm going to go back to Davinci. I'm going to X this one out. We canceled it. I'm going to re-add it to the render queue. But this time I'm going to grab this little, I'm going to change this from entire timeline to in and out range. And I'm going to grab this little slider right here. I'm going to bring it all the way over to here. And I'm going to grab it at the other end. I should be able to grab this at the other end. And I'm going to bring the slider into here. And I'm going to render just this portion of this whole video out. Josh, I'm not doing Zoom. I understand you're in Zoom. I'm about to wrap this up. Mrs. K's brought breakfast in at 1:06 in the afternoon. She's got to go to work here in about 30 minutes. So I'm not going to start Zoom for this. I apologize. I said yesterday I would try. I overslept. I'm not going to. So now that I've got this, I should be able to leave the playhead where it's at, and I should only be rendering out this little bit here. So render all. And it looks like it's going to render the whole thing again. So what did I did wrong? So I'm going to stop it. I don't want the entire timeline. I want the in and out range. I want the range to be from here to here. I know this works because I've accidentally done it 35 times. And I don't understand why it's not working. So now I don't think this has to be there, but I'm going to put it there. I'm going to re-add it to the render queue, replace the existing. I want to replace it. And then I'm going to hit render 1. There we go. That got it. See how that jumped back a frame? So now when I come over here and I hit my data, Davinci completed, first project, Untitled Doug's moving 2, it's only going to be that little bit right there. So I just taught myself something. Hopefully I taught my audience something. Hopefully they found this to be educational, entertaining, and useful. I can't remember what Doug says. So again, I'm going to delete it. That's good to go. There was something else I said I was going to show you, but I don't remember what it was. My little brother just sent. Oh, I know what it was. I'm going to grab a tab. Not that horrible drink that we all used to love back in the 60s and 70s. It tasted like sewer water. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to go to schedule, go live, schedule a stream. I'm going to schedule a stream. I'm just going to reuse Wednesday settings again. I'm not going to change anything, but I want to come down here. You see there is a thumbnail. Of course, me going to demonstrate this, it'll actually be there. You see there's a thumbnail right here. Should be Daily Davinci, but we'll leave it as is. So hit next. I'm going to start this, hit next. I'm going to start this in 1 minute. Well, because I'm going to delete it, we'll just go up to 2 o'clock and go here and be good to go there. So this is scheduled. This is in the YouTube studio, it says it's scheduled for 2 o'clock. What I do now is I go to YouTube and bring up YouTube again. I go to my channel and no, that says I'm live, so this is not it. And then down here, it's not saying anything, so I go over to live. This is what it gets on the thumbnail for some reason now. It seems to be on all of them. And I've waited and refreshed and waited and refreshed and waited, and I still get that. So how I fixed that yesterday was I went to edit. I came down here to, now you'll see it says no thumbnail, even though we all saw there was a thumbnail. So I add a thumbnail and I go into stills because that's where it's at. And it's over here. Oh no, it's not. It's in, not in stills, by the way. It's in thumbnails. And yes, I have Tammy's picture back because I've been poking fun at a couple people. Grab that. I hit save. Come back over here. I'm going to refresh the page. And there it is. Just that quick. I don't understand it. Now, I'm going to delete that. I'm not even going to start it because that was just a demonstration of when I schedule these, what happens, and it goes away. So now to get rid of that, I believe I have to go into, I got a notification somewhere. Okay, cool. One of my best ones yet. Oh, Doug. Yeah, I thought that was good. I figured out how to comment it. So I'm going to go into studio, maybe, possibly. I'm going to go into content. I'm going to go to live, maybe, and it should stay. Well, I thought it showed scheduled ones. Anyway, I'm going to delete it. This is the current one right here. I'm not deleting that. I'm going to go into here. All right, let my brain engage. Go back to go live. There should be 2 of them there, maybe, or 1 of them. Yeah, there are 2 of them. I thought so because this is upcoming. I don't want that one. I don't want to delete this one. We all know what happens when you do that. 9 people are watching. Upcoming equals scheduled. Right. So I'm going to click on that. And then I think I can go here to the 3 dots, delete forever. Believe me when they say, I understand that deleting this is permanent and cannot be done. Oh, it can't. It's gone. Unless I would have recorded it in OBS, which I didn't. So goodbye. Make sure I'm on the right one. Ken Stout Live, upcoming. See you later. Wouldn't want to be, and all that other good nonsense. So real quick, I have to come in here before my brother drives me up a wall and let him know that he sent that on the, oh, he sent it on my phone. Okay. Yes. Golfing is still a go. And I'll answer him on the phone in a minute. So that's going to wrap it up. That's it for today. That was a very impromptu Daily Davinci. I really do apologize for not having anything planned out. I'm having a lot of fun. I learned the last time that this happened, I'm back over here and I literally have like this whole entire timeline filled out to here, and I want the whole entire timeline, and I didn't catch that it said in and out range. And I rendered it and 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 rendered it. And then I was like, what's this mean? Oh, entire timeline. Ta-da! Little things. Arrange, which you can control. Oh, watch this. This will be my best render yet right here. This is a Ken Stout live, no rehearsal, unscripted render right here. So I'm going to render this out. We're going to call it Doug's 2. We're going to add it to the render queue. We're going to go ahead and render that out. And just for curiosity's sake, let's go see what that looks like. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up my desktop because the icons haven't moved. When the screens come back on, when I hit the space bar, they tend to collaborate, gather, get together, whatever you want to call it, on one of the monitors until the other 3 monitors get up and running, and then they jump to where they're supposed to be. So here's completed Davinci. This is first place YouTube. And this video right here, when I upload it, this is going to be my most watched. It's going to surpass 7,000 views. And I'm going to do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Thank you, everybody. I think you rendered a black hole. I didn't, but it gives me an idea. But you are partially correct. I rendered absolutely 0, zilch, nothing, and I'm not going to keep it as well. I'll see everyone tonight, 10:30. And everybody have a great afternoon. I will be playing golf around 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you. Have a great afternoon. And I got to go find the right button to push. Now, I'm not sure which button Doug pushes to kill this, but I'm just going to hit the one I know kills it. I'm not going to do the mic drop thing. Ooh, I wasn't supposed to let that secret out. Good night, everybody. Or good afternoon, everybody. Bye!